Hi, welcome back to McKenna Garage. Decent day today, so I think it's going to rain later. Get on with something this morning. Now, you've probably seen the Trabant in the last video, and I've got the Skodas and a Wartburg. I also bought a East German trailer tent, that's better I can see. East German trailer tent where the tent had gone to make into a bike trailer. Now the reason for that is Trabant's got a tow bar. I can make one for the Trabant. That's something completely different for the Wartburg, and I needed something to put on the bike trailer. I was looking for MZ, but they were all a bit too expensive for what I need it for, or really rough miles away. So instead, by accident, I found this. Right, I know nothing other than what I've seen on YouTube and the internet over the last 2 days. It was basically cheap. It was somewhere I could get to, fairly close to where I was, and it looked all right. Quirky, Eastern Bloc. It's a Latvian 45cc motorbike. I say moped even. The engines are Russian, and it's a Riga 15. I think it came from the Red Star factory. I think they renamed it that from what I gather. I don't know much about them. This model came out in 1983, and believe it or not, this is actually a 1990, even though it looks like something from the 60s. It's more or less a push bike with a little tiny engine bolted to the frame. I've done nothing to it whatsoever other than bring it out of the garage. I'm going to have a go at getting it running. And the back tire is blowing up. I've got a bit of fuel mixed up already. It says 25 to 1. I'm only going to put a little bit in because I'm going to strip it and clean it all up, possibly repaint it, make it look a bit more presentable. I don't want to make it too blingy because they wouldn't have been. I don't know if it's an original colour. The green is, almost certainly. I'm not sure about the beigey colour. A lot of them are white. So maybe look for evidence of repainting. But you've got sprung forks, no damping. Obviously drum brakes front and rear. Would appear to have the original front tyres on, And as I say, this is the first time I've really looked over it, so there's no manufacturer's name or anything on the tyres. Oh, there you go. There's a clue to the age of it. I think they'll be the original tyres, which in that case it hasn't done many miles. We used to call these pedal and pop when we were kids. There's no kickstart or anything. You basically pull like the drive release in, basically effectively the clutch lever, and pedal. And then when you get a certain speed, you let the clutch pedal out, and it should, in theory, start and drive off. So you've got two sets of chains. You've got the pedaling to give it assistance on hills, I guess, as well, because I think the 1.2 horsepower from what I've read. As I say, I'm completely new to it. I've never even seen one before, never heard of them before, but it came from a little factory in Latvia, as I say. And Ogre, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Apparently that's a region of Latvia, so I don't think it's been anywhere far from home. Luggage rack on the back. Is that demountable? No, it's all riveted together. Storage under the seat. Stick your sandwiches. Tools, spark plugs, things like that being two-stroke. Excuse me. Yeah, I need to blow the back tyre up. It's a bit flat. Let's see. Cobwebs and stuff stuck to it. There's a bit of play in the bottom crank, and the same with the headstock bearings, but they may just be adjustable. I know nothing about them, so I'm going to see if we've got a spark, get some fuel in it, clean out the filter, and really just see what we can do. See if it'll start, and see what the hell I've bought. Alright, let's get the first and get the tyre blown up. Just move the valve round. Yeah, a bit of play in the bearings. I don't expect to I find nothing wrong. At 20 psi probably enough. Yeah, still got the original back tyre on as well. Steel rims, nothing fancy. Oh, Christ, that's got some compression. Oh, that's a good sign. Yeah, let's get that fuel tap separated and have a look, see what's in there. Right, I don't think there's any fuel in it. I did look. Comes with a little filter. It's the thought of everything. No, it's bone dry in there. Yeah, as I say, I know nothing about them. All I have seen is a couple of videos with subtitles on, because there's nothing on in English on the on YouTube about them. But slightly rusty. I'm guessing that's a. Does that come out? Yeah, there you go. Little tiny filter disc that's not actually particularly dirty. It's not split or anything, so that's a good thing. I'll give them a wash out. Fuel pipe will need replacing, but for the moment, for now, I'm just literally gonna put a little bit in and see if it'll run. Tighten that up a bit so the tap's facing the right way, or is it gonna get caught on my foot now? I don't know. It's a massive learning curve. Get this a wash out. I don't know which way around the tap works. I'm assuming down is on and that's reserved, so that means that way's off. There's no markings on it. They were built particularly economically, is a word I use rather than cheaply, but they were a thing of the time. They were what they were to serve a purpose back in the day, and to a point even today people still get mopeds, cheap transport to and from work. And that's what they would have been back then. I said back then, it was only 1990. Talk about it like it's the dark ages. But then again, 1990 was longer ago than I care to remember. Give that a tweak. We've got some premixed fuel. This is 100 octane Momentum, which is slightly better than what it was designed to run. I think it was 74 octane they were designed for. So they're pretty much burning at anything. I'm not putting loads in because I need to drain it out a bit afterwards, but alright. So far so good. Okay, that looks like that's right. Down is off. Okay, right, so down is off. That's on. That's on, so down is off. Okay, that's an unusual direction. However, we've got fuel coming through. Normally off, straight down is onwards, it points in that line as a pipe, but I don't think anything's going to be quite standard on this. Right, From the videos I've seen, because I literally never seen one before, don't know anything about it, and for what I've seen, a guy in Russia, I believe it is, has got a load of them. You twist the air filter, which restricts the airflow for choke. Now there's no markings on it. Without going back to watch it, I don't know which way around it goes. And there's a little tickly button here, which were like old Brit bikes where you had to press it down a little bit to put some fuel in. Right. I don't know if I've got a spark, but the best way to find that out is kick it over and find out. So I'll just move you back a bit and see what happens. Now on here you've got, I have worked that out already, you can't push it unless you pull this lever. You can't see me now. Right, the lever on that side, it's like your clutch effectively, and it's got a little catch on it to lock it in place. So that now effectively allows it to turn the engine without turning the wheel. So I'll go for off, see if we've got a spark. Ah, okay, no, that disconnects the drive altogether, so you can ride it like a push bike. My mistake. Get the pedals where I need them. Okay, so we've got a switch on here. I don't know if they work. Kill switch maybe. So I was right with that, yeah. Lock that out. It just turned over with a bit of. Okay, right. That's better. We've got somewhere then. Don't know if we've got a spark or not, so. Ouch. Well, that chain just snapped. Oh well, first casualty. Right, in the absence of the pedalling chain, you can go and bump start it like you would do the car with a flat battery. No idea if it's going to run, no idea if it's going to start, fire, do anything. I mean, I know the fuel tap's in the right place. I've already given it a bit of fuel. There's a switch here, I suspect, for the lights. Who knows? All we can do is try it. And basically just push it and see what happens. Oh my god. So you can hear that as well as me. That literally started straight away. Let's have another go. Ah, yeah. Quick shove around, fresh fuel, and she's off. Well, that's easy enough. Tweak the idle down a bit. Bit of a leak from the fuel tap. That was easy enough. Any other lights work? We've got, don't know how you switch them on. There's a switch that say it's not genuine, but no, that's not on. It goes into there, so I'm guessing that's it if it was going to work. I don't really think it matters particularly. I'll get a new pedal chain, I'll straighten that up. It was dead loose, so I suspect it rode over one of the teeth. It is missing a chain guard that goes from there in a big fan shape here, and I've just noticed a little bit of blue there, so that'll be its original colour. Blue and what? Oh, yeah, back wheel at the ground. No, I'm quite happy with that. Costs next to nothing. I'm not going to put it on the road. It'll just be on the trailer behind the Trabant or the Wartburg for now as a bit of a nod to the past. But also, if it is running, it'll be fun at shows and things where you could ride it. Not everywhere, obviously. I'll strip it and service it. It's not exactly going to take a long time, is it? But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, that's all right. It literally fired instantly. It either look or it's just good enough that they do that. It's got quite a lot of compression, as you saw. I couldn't turn the back wheel with the chain, with the back wheel very easily. But from knowing nothing about them to watching a couple of videos, I managed to get it started and ride it. That's not bad going. And so the engine is easy to remove. It's literally clamps to the frame. So you just disconnect it, take it out, and you've effectively got a push bike. But it's what it was, simple transport, simple cheap transport. Get people to and from work, and they did. So 42 kilograms empty, sorry, dry weight. So you don't exactly even weigh anything, you can pick it up easy enough, as I did when I collected it. I think the trailer I'm going to be building's a little bit over-engineered for that, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be fine. Especially behind the Trabant, because it's power limited anyway. There she is, hiding in there. I've done a few little bits on that so far, got a couple of videos to come on it. So, and I really need to get that finished and that one sold. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I don't really need to do anything to it other than just give it a bit of a clean, really. It could go out in that colour, but I'm sure I could make it a bit more interesting colour-wise. Find out what it should be originally, just by looking under brackets. Unless they've done a complete strip and paint, which it looks like I've had mud guards and everything, I have to paint them, because there's no masking or overspray. But no, I'm quite pleased with that. So it's only a short video, because nothing really happened. But I'll do one of it, stripping it down and cleaning it out, getting it sorted and things like that. I was expecting to clean the carb out and things, but I'll do that anyway. Beyond that, thanks for watching. Another new oddity from the east. But no, thanks a lot. I'll catch you later. Cheers.